Oh, Bergwijn's just had Lovren 6 for dinner. And PSV have the lead. I mean, that's another foul every day of the week. Look how low the advantage lies. I'm done. I'm absolutely done with the game. Stop this. This is outrageous. Why does the advantage go off after literally 0.5 seconds? And that's then cost us a way back into the game. I'm not saying we wouldn't have lost the game, because there's every chance we still would have. You know, there's no guarantee we'll pull it back. But at 1-0, you've still got a chance. At 2-0, you're 2 down. You've got to find 2 just to bring it back level. Yeah? What an abysmal performance from the referee. Absolute joke. Hello everybody, welcome back to another Career Mode episode today. We've got a bit of a weird month coming up in the series right now, so I'm not sure how today's episode is going to look, but we've got Venlo 2 in the round of 16 of the Cup, which I'm going to be playing first. Then we have Vitesse at home, our rivals in the Eredivisie. And then we've got like a 3-week gap before we take on PSV at home. And we actually played them last episode and lost, remember? Felt very unjustified after that game, and I said on the return game to our ground, I'm going to make sure we get a result against them. I didn't realise we'd be playing them literally 2 games later in the league. So, yeah, we've got quite a weird month coming up, like I said. Following that game, it's going to be Fortuna and NAC Breda. Probably play Fortuna, sim that one. But in the month of January, not a lot going on. And then we move into February in the near future, where we do have the double leg header against Mönchengladbach. So, quicker than I thought we would be getting there. Simply put, because we have like a very, very weird schedule. We've got these 2 games, then like 3 weeks without one. So, first up is Venlo 2. I've switched around the side slightly, and that is what we're going to play for the game. We've got a first start for our Colombian striker up front, Ivan Herrera. He is going to start the game for this one. I'll show you his stats very quickly before we head into this. It's not exactly brilliant for a striker. 55 finishing doesn't pose a lot of good things, does it? But he is currently in training, and hopefully maybe in the future that finishing will go up and he will be really good to go. Very quick as well, very good agility. Jumping needs a little bit of work. Heading's not great either. 5'10". You know what? We'll just try him out and see what happens. On the bench, though, we do have Boadu and Bergzorg if we want to call upon them. Erdegaard, Morrison, these type of players. So it should be no problem whatsoever. Let's jump into the Cup game, our first game of the day. Away from home against Venlo 2. Realistically, should be winning this one. So I'll be disappointed if we can't. Free kick given and a yellow card to Shard for literally nothing. I mean, there is a little bit of contact, but there's not enough for it to be a yellow card. At most, and at worst, it's a free kick. And even then, I don't think it's that much of a free kick either, as a shot's in and it goes straight out of play. And that is the first real highlight of the game, my friends. 30 minutes of not a lot here in this first half. Herrera's touched the ball quite a bit, just hasn't really found a breakthrough yet, and the referee there is giving a yellow card for literally nothing. Let's hope we don't get a red to Shard as he plays a easy ball to Ivan Herrera. One off to El Jebli. El Jebli through for Daniel de Groot. Is he going to reach it? Yes, he is. He pulls it back towards that back post. Nobody could reach it. I think Bahoui was arriving on it, but unable to find any touch that would have really given him the ball. El Jebli. Daniel de Groot on the stroke of half-time. Here de Groot, bit of step-overs, lovely trickery, lifts it in towards Gibbs White, who's arriving, and that is a fantastic save. I thought for sure that Gibbs White had given us the lead there. Daniel de Groot's bit of trickery, lifts it to that near post, and Gibbs White does everything he can to put his header on target. Unbelievable stop from the goalkeeper. And we approach half-time here. It remains 0-0, as that's the corner swung in, which we do win again, but this time it's over the bar. No goal at half-time. Not lots to report either, really. And I think you got to look at it and say that we could have easily been 1-0 up, just as much as we've not done much to get 1-0 up. Gibbs White really with the only chance. We literally are the makers of our own problems here. We've played a couple of passes in a row where we've misplaced it for no apparent reason. And it put us under a bit of pressure there. We're still yet to make that change for Boadu. It's not gone out of play. El Jebli, as this is going to be a free kick. And finally that change will come through. A late challenge from one of the Venlo 2 players means that Herrera's day is over, and so is de Groot's, as Bergzorg and Boadu take to the field of play. It was a long free kick though, and I didn't really know what to do with it, as we somehow have worked the chance to Gibbs White now for him to keep going, as he lifts it in towards a back post. Bergzog gets it under control and still got it. Is there an opportunity here? Bergzog swings one in. No, it's going to be easily dealt with as Baka tries to get up to win it. That's handball there, ref. What is that about? Yeah, it was supposed to go his shoulder, but I'm pretty sure he didn't touch his shoulder. And if they score from this, VAR is going to have to get involved, even though there is no VAR, remember? I'm talking myself. But 90 minutes of football done. 0-0 here. I'm not sure if it goes to extra time and penalties. What happens now? Don't really know. It does seem like we are going to be going into extra time then. So one more change then. Patrick out. Oh, sorry, Patrick on and Gibbs White off. Just to keep the midfield ticking over. Some fresh legs in there. But at this point, Fulham 2 have literally done nothing. And they've got themselves to a extra time. I mean, just feel like I'm getting FIFA'd here, really. I know we haven't really done much to be in front. It's not like we battered them to be in front. But when we've controlled, like, literally 90% of the game and trying to find that chance, as El Jebli just gets there ahead of the defender and he tries to play Boadu. Out comes the goalkeeper, going to read it all day long. Yeah, it doesn't bode well. If we go to penalties here and get knocked out, I'm going to be so angry with myself. Boadu's going to pick up that poor pass. Might be an opportunity to send it one through. And he has done towards the feet of Bahoui. The chance for Bahoui. And he does not make a mistake. Willem 2-0. Graafschap 1. Get in. I burped a little bit, by the way, when I said that. So that's why it sounded so weird. I apologise for that. If you heard it, excuse me. Put it that way. But, yes! We finally got the breakthrough. I tell you what, that time finish there did really put some power behind it, didn't it? Look at that. Just strikes it. And, oh, man, you got so much power behind the ball from Bahoui that the keeper got nowhere. Into the corner of the goal. Boadou's substitution made the difference. He played it through. And we have found the breakthrough here. Now we've got to hold on to it, which hasn't been a problem so far. But now that we are 1-0 up, maybe that's going to change. Long ball sent through, and it should be ours to take. It is Van der Pava. How about that for some control? That, though, is not great. And I'm going to be honest, I'd already pressed pass, and then I realised we were going to lose it if I continued with that. But I couldn't cancel because I'd already pressed it. Please get up, Sherpin. Thank you very much. Is that not a free kick, ref? Oh, we've won it anyway. He's won the full-time whistle. So we'll take that. 1-0 in the end. We're through to a cup quarter-final. It was not an easy game, that. We had to really dig deep and find the goal. I mean, we didn't have any problems defensively, really. It was more about we just couldn't quite find the last little bit of quality we needed to finish the game off. And it took the substitution of Boadu to set through Bahoui that made the difference. But we are through to a cup quarter-final anyway. Glad about that. I'll tell you what as well, Ivan Herrera kind of did impress me. He had a few really good touches, had a lot of touch of the ball. Didn't get a shot, so we couldn't take a look at that finishing aspect. But maybe we will in the next round if he starts that game as well. He is in the training right now, so he is growing pretty nicely. Might even try and get him involved maybe in some first-team action somewhere down the line. We will see. How about this then for a story? Vitesse versus De Graafschap. A rivalry game which nobody, I don't think, would have expected that we would have been both in the top 4 at this stage in the season. We're on 39 points. We're head and shoulders in front of second-placed AZ and can move 9 clear again if we can beat Vitesse here. If they win, though, they'll move to 6 behind us. So it's quite the rivalry game, this one. We have got them at home as well. I'll show you the team when we're in game because there's a bit of a change around in formation. I have gone back to the 4-3-3. In fact, you're going to see it right here, so I may as well tell you about it now. There it is. 4-3-3. Gibbs, White, Patrick and Morrison. Zardez on the left. Boadu up front with Erdegaard on the right. Erdegaard in a bit of a goal dip at the moment as well, so we could use a goal from him as well, get some confidence flowing through those veins. But Zardez on the left is a bit of an interesting one. I've done that purely because last episode he was having a bit of a rough time. So I felt maybe if I want to play Boadu and Zardez, I don't necessarily have to play them both as out-and-out strikers. They're both very quick, can play down the wing, and Zardez has the better crossing of the two. And Boadu, obviously, I think at the minute wants to... And we need to try and get him back in that central area, get him in the goals again still. So we'll see how this is going to pan out. If it doesn't work, we can always go to a 2-up-top formation. But I just wasn't fancying the 4-1-2-1-2 and the 4-2-2-2. So I'm going back to the old faithful 4-3-3. Right, seems like they're going to cut off the short pass towards the centre-back. So I'm going to do that instead. Then we've got to go short ourselves and have somebody drop back to give us a bit of an option. But that is good from Patrick as he finds Ravel Morrison. Erdegaard steps in front of his fullback. And there's a little bit of space for Erdegaard here if he can use it. Pulls it back on the left foot. Still with Erdegaard as well. Gets it towards Ravel Morrison. Edge of the area. And he looks to place one. And the goalkeeper is quite happy to see it into his hands. But really, really good work immediately off the offset there. Erdegaard's run found brilliantly as he found again. This time by Patrick. And he can again use it here, Erdegaard, as he drives into the area. Gets it on the right foot. And tries to have a go himself, which again is saved by the keeper. 2 chances early doors here. Patrick's corner swung in towards that near post. It's bouncing around in the box. It's not dealt with. Erdegaard at the heart of everything right now. Boadu gets it still, and he's megged the goalkeeper and put us 1-0 in front. How about that for a start to this game? We have not let the pressure let up from minute 1, and we have had 2 chances before this even happened. Erdegaard at the heart of everything here. What was I saying about it? He needed a goal. He needed a good game. Well, he's pretty much the reason we have been all over them in this early 10 for 15 minutes. Didn't he play for Vitesse as well? I know he played for Eredivisie. Wasn't it Vitesse last season? In which case, that is certainly a way to play against the team that you're at last season if that is the case. I'm pretty sure it is. But anyway, what a start to this one. Oh, that is so good from Ravel Morrison as he beats his man to the ball. And he can carry forward here, Ravel Morrison, and look for Boadu. Under control as well, and Boadu will smash it home for his 2nd of the game. Ravel Morrison with the assist as well. I was just going to praise Vitesse because their press has been relentless in this first half. They have not given us time on the ball like we like to have in our back area, in our back 4. You guys know I like to build from the back, and they have pressed us so relentlessly in this first half that after that start to the game that we had the fast start, it's been quite a difficult first half here. But then that man there pops up with a good yet again and smashes it into the bottom corner to make it 2. Boadu with his 2nd of the match. Happy days. And it seems like the decision to start Boadu down the middle has worked in our favour here. Boadu, Zardes, lovely play. Zardes just before half-time comes in. Zardes on the left foot, the weak foot as well. Always rising, wasn't it? It never looked like it was going to go anywhere near. 8 shots to 2 in this first half. It has been the better of the half for us, but I have, like I said, to give them a bit of credit because they've not made this easy. Half-time whistle goes, and we are heading 9 clear at the top of the Eredivisie. If it stays the same, Vitesse are going to be even further behind us. Ooh, Boadu nicks it away from them there. Gibbs White sends it towards Boadu. He's on a hat-trick, remember, and he just squeezed it through to the on-running Ravel Morrison, who continues. Morrison chips it over the goalkeeper, but there's a save in there, and it has got out for a corner. I thought for a second it looked like it might have been heading towards goal, but no, it has actually gone out for a corner. It was a mistake made by them initially, and Boadu pokes it through. I mean, he could have maybe gone himself, but I think he would have run out of a bit of pace and stamina. As you find Patrick in the box. Ooh, that was a good chance, that. Dragged it massively wide, though, in the end. And we've come out for the second half, pretty much picking up where we left off the first. On top, looking the more likely. There's a bit of a problem, though. A bit of defending to do, and that's a brilliant stop from Sherpin. I think it's changed time. And it is actually a very good save from our goalkeeper. We're going to make one change. Backer's going to come on for Gibbs White. Daniel de Groot as well is going to come on for Erdegaard. Swap him and Zardes around like that. And just 2 changes for now until we see how the rest of this plays out. We have, of course, got a 2-goal cushion. So even if Vitesse score here, we still are in front as the corner is swung in. And it's going to be 1. And it's smashed away by Straumann. I think it was Ravel Morrison marking whoever it was who won that header then. Bit of a mismatch it looked like in the box, though. Straumann smashes out. I don't know why he's on that near post, but he was. As they swing another cross in, and it's another corner. Pressure now with Vitesse. We did this at the beginning of the game. I don't know why. We've also got Lovren6 now on that near post. He is an aerial threat as Boadu. So good in the air, isn't he, as he just puts that out for a throw-in. But it's not done yet. There is still a danger to defend here. Danger to defend, and it's not averted as Lovren6 loses it, but Van den Berg does enough. And there's Ravel Morrison just flicking it onto the feet of Bakker. Bakker now can carry forward. The substitute Daniel de Groot has set off as well. Fresh legs might be the cause of why Vitesse concede another one. Daniel de Groot lifts it towards the back post. It's there! Anybody but Van den Berg. Anybody but Van den Berg. Oh my God. What was that? I can laugh about it because we're 2-0 up, but imagine if it was 0-0 or 1-0 and he just did that. De Groot just lifts it towards the back post. I'm thinking, there we go, 3-0. Boadu, if you could have got that, would have been brilliant, as he has a shot which is saved by the keeper. It goes too far for him. Arrives Van den Berg and he says, have it, and just smashes it into Rosed. Oh my goodness, what an effort. Patrick, Boadu, Daniel de Groot's in, Daniel de Groot's in. Daniel de Groot! I want to check how I timed this, because I didn't feel like I got it that wrong. Let's have a quick look. All right, I didn't even time it because I just did get it that wrong. What? I mean, even so, in this scenario, okay, what has just happened to the screen? In this scenario, again, the Groot's actually got decent finishing. So, should it really be going there? Probably not. I mean, what is his finishing out of curiosity? Let's have a quick look just very, very quickly. Daniel de Groot, where is it? 81 finishing. So, for somebody with 81 finishing, I expect a little bit better. Not going to lie in that position. Should have had a goal for himself there. But that is going to do it, my friends. We are going to take down Vitesse, our rivals. And it is going to be a 2-0 win. So 3 points on the board as well. Both goals coming from Miron Boadu. Fantastic display up front there. A lot of credit, though, has to go for that first half display from Ødegaard. Very quiet in the second. But other than that, quality performance. Another match display as well from Boadu. Ødegaard with an 8 rating. 8.8 for Ravel Morrison. Yeah, Ravel Morrison just does bits again, doesn't he? We are into the January transfer window, and we just got a lot of messages with players that want to leave. Bergzorg wants to go. Arp, I think, said he wanted to leave as well after he's only just joined us, but that's because of the game time. It's been kind of limited here. And like I said, there's been a long period of literally nothing. So I've been able to train up a few players a bit more. Patrick's grown up by 1, I think. The Groot's gone up by 1, and Herrera's gone up as well. So this is how the training's looking, but I'm not sure there's going to be much happening in the way of transfers here, to be fair, because it doesn't look like we're going to have a lot of money. Plus, unless we get rid of a few players, then I don't really know who to bring in, you know, because I feel like we're already strong in most of the areas that we want. I don't feel like we need to go out and make a signing just because we can, you know. Manager of the Year announced. I wonder who's got it. Definitely won't be us because we haven't done anything. I think, realistically, though, if we were to lead the Graafschap to a Europa League trophy, then it would have to be us. Allegri's won it for Juve, so he's got it. I'm not sure. Maybe Juve won the Champions League, something along those lines. But we'll see. PSV are the side we face for this next game. And to be fair, we owe them. We owe them after last time. Lovren 6. An offer's coming in from a division rival. Not a chance is he going. He has been unbelievable for us. All right, so PSV. We owe him after last time. The side I'm going to play is exactly the same that started that game against Vitesse. Boadu up front, through the middle, Ødegaard on the right, Zardis on the left. 4-3-3. I just feel like I'm more comfortable with a 4-3-3. And I don't want to be risking it, especially against a team like PSV. For the 2-0 defeat they gave us last episode, I have to pay them back. We have to at least give them a run for their money here and take the game to them. So that's what I'm thinking with the formation and such. Oh, what a strike from Boadu in this training session. I can't wait to see how he's going to play in this one. Straight down the middle, scored 2 in the last game. What are we going to get from him this time? I believe their number 7 scored both of their goals last time we played against them. As they look through here, that's a lovely play! What a stop from Sherpin. First time ball through from Bergwijn, sent through to their number 7, and that should have been the goal that should have given him the lead. What a save from our goalkeeper. You're seeing, I mean, we don't have a problem against many teams in this division, but PSV is certainly one of the top ones, honestly. They can carve you open with ease in an instant. It really is so different when you're taking on PSV to any other side. You can just feel the quality that they've got. Owusu carries us forward, though. Ravel Morrison awaits in the middle. Comes back towards him. Just play the easy ball. Just do it when I told you to do it. Why are you taking a touch? I mean, just every bit of their play as well, though, because you can see they're just so calm. Look at this. They've literally kept it in that corner for like the last 5 minutes while we put pressure on with Boadu and Zardes, and we couldn't get it. You can just, honestly, man, they are just ridiculous as a side in this league. I don't quite know how we're top in the division when you've got this team playing against us. They are just so damn good. It's actually not funny. Vitesse 3-1 up in their game as well. We're 0-0 at half-time. Haven't really registered a clear-cut chance, and the best chance of the game has fallen to PSV, and it required a quite brilliant save from Sherpin to stop us going 1-0 down. I'm not sure how we take down PSV. I really aren't, because they just seem to be unbeatable for us. Even if they're not necessarily having the greatest season in terms of winning the league, I just can't seem to get the better of them at the moment. Lozano found on this right-hand side. Got so many tricks in the bag that he's just found an easy pass. I can't get close to them, and Sherpin again pulls off another brilliant save. Why did he have so much time in our box? Where was our defence gone? That's what I mean, man. I'm just getting torn apart. I genuinely am getting outplayed here. And I actually wanted this to be a serious outplay on my part after last game. Something's got to give. Zardes. Ravel Morrison towards Boadu. It's our first real chance in the game. Boadu gets it past his man. Couldn't keep his shot on target as it's come down to Ravel Morrison. Now Patrick. Forced all the way back. That was a big opportunity and we mistimed the shot. with Boadu, one of the players you'd want it to fall to in your team. I cannot believe we mistimed it that bad. Ravel Morrison picked up. Now Boadu again. Sends it towards Patrick. Trying to get a bit of space in the box. Erdegaard brings it. Looks again towards Boadu. Can't get the ball under control and turn to find the shot. Our best chance of the game fell to the man you'd want it to. And we mistimed the opportunity. Ravel Morrison. Patrick. Boadu again. He's in behind. Boadu to beat the keeper to it. And this time it's a tremendous save. Oh my goodness me. They're making mistakes now. They're rocked a little bit, PSV, all of a sudden. And now we have an opportunity. Boadu's effort saved by Zoa. That's the... Other than the one we mistimed. Now we're growing into the game. This is much more like it. Bacchus, come on, is going to take this corner. Where can he put it? Onto the head of one of our players. Maybe, yes, he can. And that was a brilliant opportunity again. I think it's Straumann who's at it. Straumann, free header. He has to do better. Zoet was rooted. He didn't even move because he thought he was going in. 23 minutes to go. 0-0. Owusu. Morrison. Daniel de Groot's come off the bench here to try and change this one. First touch, and he gives it away as soon as he's got on the ball. That's not a great way to come into the game, is it, from Daniel de Groot? And now we have some more defending to do here as PSV look to open us up. Step overs. Van den Berg just watches his feet all the way. He says, thank you very much. I'll take that ball. Morrison. De Groot. I mean, it's a free kick, ref. And give him a card because he stopped an attack there. Thank you. Yellow card given out. It's been a hotly contested match, this. And 3 minutes to go. It's still 0-0. I'm not sure who will be the happier. PSV, will they say that this is a great result for them against the league leaders? I mean, given the circumstances, I'm quite happy to have this draw as well, to be fair. Owusu, De Groot, swings it in. De Groot, what a ball! And Bergzorg off the bench to win it! Yes! Get in! A minute to go! Bergzorg off the bench, De Groot's delivery, and we've won it at the depth. Come on! Yes! I love it. Wow. What a game. What a difficult game this has been. Genuinely felt like we weren't going to be able to break them down. They just felt head and shoulders above any side we have played. But Bergzorg has his say. And he heads home with a minute to play in the game. No kickoff goal. See this one out. And we will be beating PSV. I said it would be payback when they came to our ground. That looks like it's going to be the case here. Ravel Morrison wins it straight back. And we're 20 seconds away from this one as we give the ball away. Referee, if you want to do the honours... We have beaten PSV at our ground after the 2-0 defeat last episode. I was frustrated, angry, honestly, all of the emotions. But I said when they came to our ground, we'd defeat them. And it looked like for large parts of that game, it wasn't going to be the case. But we have done it, my friends. Delano Bergzorg, off of the bench, scores the goal that makes the difference. And the interesting thing about it is, he may well be leaving the club. So keep your eyes on that. If that is the case, what a parting gift if he does leave. Interesting. Transfer offer for Patrick. He's not going to go anywhere, of course. I will not be accepting this. 5 million quid, but shows what we've got going on here if we can have a player that's received an offer for 5 million. So that's pretty big, isn't it, considering how much the club is actually worth itself. So here's the plan then, my friends, because today we are going to be in the January transfer window. I'm going to see what happens in regards to maybe letting go of a couple of players. I'm going to give you guys some opportunity as well to leave some new signings if you want to see them. Maybe pre-contract signings, any that you know of, which we can sign. That would be obviously helpful. And I know you guys want to see more games an episode, which I do plan on doing, so don't worry about that. But today we're just going to leave it at the 3. So, here's the plan next episode. We will kickstart with Fortuna away. We will then probably sim NAC Breda, move into the month of February where we take on Ajax in the quarterfinal of the Cup. That's a big draw. Groningen coming up, Venlo, and obviously the 2 games against Mönchengladbach as well in the Europa League. We've got a jam-packed February. So, next episode we'll have probably 4 games, I'll say, that you guys will see. Instead of the usual 3, but with the rest of the time in the transfer window, if you've got any suggestions for signings, any pre-contracts that you know of that we can sign, that would be helpful as well. If you have enjoyed today's episode though, guys, a massive thank you for all the support. A like would be greatly appreciated. If you do want to see more as well, make sure you hit that subscribe button down below and hit the notification bell as well. Welcome to the old Friday, welcome to the weekend, whatever you guys get up to. Hopefully you have a great weekend as well. I am going to try and give you guys another episode of this career mode tomorrow at around 4 or 6, whatever time it goes out. Of course, we have got Player Career Story returning tomorrow on the Saturday, so it'll be either the 4 p.m. or the 6 p.m. upload, whichever way it goes out. So Make sure you stay tuned for more. Make sure you leave your standings down below. And I will see you all tomorrow, hopefully. If not, definitely on Sunday for another episode in the series. Look at this league table, by the way. I'm just loving life here. 11 points at the top. Oh, I love it. I love it so much. Especially because we beat PSV. That just feels so damn good. We've finally taken them down. Yes. Anyways, guys, have a fantastic Friday. See you all again soon. Adios.